What is a favorite memory from your time at UCU?
Mine has got to be at Officer Retreat last year. We were all gathered in the living room, and Luke, I don't know, I think it was the stars were out, and he got up and bolted and ran straight into the sliding glass door like a bird and fell in front of us. And then he got up and ran right out.
This summer we went to Officer Retreat, and I don't really know what we were doing. We were all just hanging out in like the couch area, and all of a sudden Luke ran really fast to go outside, but instead of running outside, he ran into a glass door, the sliding glass door, and it was really funny. Lots of laughs, yeah.
For me, I think this spring quarter and last spring quarter getting to play men's ultimate frisbee has been like nothing else. Just getting to compete alongside the guys from the house. Normally we play against each other, but for this time we get to play together, and I don't know. It's fun to compete and play and then come back to the house and just sit around the table and eat leftovers and celebrate. And we're coming for a t-shirt this year, so.
I think a favorite memory at UCU is when us girls, there was a couple, four of us, we slept in the bike shed for Week of Women, and we brought the mattresses in and curled up 2 per bed on a sleeping bag. It was just super fun, and there was lots of giggles. It was very comfy, honestly.
It was really fun.
This was after a work day last year at some point, but we had like all of UCU on the back porch rallied around like one of those round speakers that has the bass on the edges, so it stood up on the end, and then we had like, it was peanuts actually. We set peanuts on the bass part of the speaker, and then they would like bounce up and down like as the bass would go, so we'd play like really bass heavy songs, and the peanuts would go like crazy on the end of it, and everyone was like screaming when a peanut would like fly out of the thing. It was insane, and it was really, really funny. Yeah, that'd definitely be one of them.
That's it. Men's house come up for?
Eating ramen late at night. Mine's when we took a day trip to Linden and went to Anya's house and ice skated on the pond.
For me, I'd probably say Week of Men, just because that week was so fun, where we just did not focus on school at all, and we just did crazy things and did not care about homework or anything else. It was awesome.
I'd say anytime we like played alternate like spontaneously. I don't know, fall retreat was fun, and then yeah, just anytime I'm playing frisbee or things like that was fun.
I think a favorite memory for me would be back at fall retreat at the beginning of the year, when there was a group of us that stayed up super late tabling. It was just a good mix of like having new people there that just came in this year, and older residents that I joined with last year.
Ooh, I think when we took the light rail down and then the water taxi to West Seattle, and we just kind of like played on the beach. It was really fun.
I would say not any like one in particular, but just the hundreds of 2-hour plus long conversations I've been able to have about faith, life, and everything in between.
I'd say when we first got here, so on move-in day, I just remember pulling into the lot and everyone was just standing outside. There was music going on a speaker and everyone was just cheering. When I first got there, I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's gonna take at least like 2 or 3 trips all the way up to 3rd deck. But everyone was so nice. I got everything up in one go, and I don't know, like I feel like that was my first introduction to how kind everyone was, and just how open they were to helping everyone out.
For me, I really enjoy the late night gaming that I have with my friends at UCU. Specifically, the Lethal Company is a It's a new multiplayer horror game that came out a while ago, and the screaming is something I will never forget.
For me, I think it would have to be one of my first experiences playing like some games here at the house. Like some of the guys in the men's house got Lethal Company, and just like playing that for the first time with them was just like, it was like, I'd never gotten to play many multiplayer games before, and it was just like hilarious because it was just a group of guys that definitely should not be put in one lobby together. Like, yeah, it was fun.
At the beginning of this year, we played a lot of Nerds, me and Eli, which was fun, and we had a bunch of other people from the house play too, and sometimes we'd stay up way too late, and that was fun.
And then we'd be really loud past quiet hours.
Yeah, banging the table,
Yeah.
slapping out cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Fun.
How has God used UCU in your life?
The Christian community of both guys and girls, just bouncing ideas off each other's, bouncing ideas you have of the Bible, personal things you're going through, just having that community and that rock to lean back on while you're going through classes, midterms, your life's falling apart, you just have a group there to help you.
Yeah. I mean, you guys took my answer. I think that's going to be a theme. But I think for me, one thing that God has used UCU to do for me is to be a place where I can really, I guess, think about and determine how I want to live out my life, how I want to pursue my spiritual life, apart from just being in a comfortable home environment where everything just kind of happens because it does. Here, I've been encouraged and challenged to, pursue spiritual habits just because I should, not because someone else is saying that that's what's good to do. And having people around me who are also going through that, figuring that out, and encouraging me in that.
I'd say I think God used UCU to like help me appreciate people more and our differences and our uniqueness.
I mean, I'd say God's used UCU to show me all the different expressions of church and how people live out their faith. It's been really cool to see.
I think for me personally, it's just been a blessing to live in a house with other Christians and be surrounded by a Christian community rather than secular community, and be poured in by Christians, poured into.
My freshman year was, I didn't really have a lot of friends, and especially like not a lot of, Christ-following friends. So this has been a great place for me to both get more friendships and then also have those people reinforce good spiritual behavior.
I think for me, God has helped to, or God has used UCU to help me establish good spiritual habits. So, like reading my Bible in the morning or journaling is a lot easier when I see a lot of other girls doing that in the house or a lot of other people. So I kind of like feel inspired in that way. So yeah, just having those good habits being formed here is a lot easier when you see other people doing them. Yeah.
For me, coming into UCU, I wasn't the strongest of Christians. I was becoming more interested in my faith, but being a part of UCU really just like propelled my faith. It gave life to it. Really started to make me take it seriously, and so yeah, UCU has just been a great place for me to grow in my faith, and I'm seeking out God the strongest that I ever have.
I'd say for me, UCU has met a lot of practical needs, knowing that the bases are covered in terms of preparing food and all this just allowed me to really get to other really important things, including my spiritual development.
I would say through like building relationships. I feel like in college it's hard to like make like stable or good like relationships with people because I lived in the dorms last year. So like finding this community, I've made a lot of good like lasting relationships through this.
mine would be similar. I would say I've seen UCU work here at UCU, or seen God work here at UCU by like him showing us the importance of community and fellowship with other believers. I think it's great that at UCU you get to have so many students around the same age going through the same walk of life come together and being able to walk through those things together and be able to all set our eyes on God while doing so. And moving forward, since I'm graduating here soon, I feel like that fellowship has just been sitting on my heart, and so looking for ways after moving out of UCU and into the real world of finding fellowship in other ways.
Monday night Bible study discussions. I like how in-depth people are willing to get, and I think there's a lot to learn both from the Bible and people's differing interpretations on them.
I say that before I came to UCU, I feel like my faith wasn't as established, like entering adulthood, and I didn't really know that much about the Bible, truthfully, and I think that being at UCU, I've been able to have more like conversations with people that have just like been willing to push me more in my faith and like have me check out videos and books about Christianity and just look into all this like other media, and as well as like just dig deeper into the Bible and actually have these like deep spiritual conversations. Like we're literally having one the other day, which was really, really cool. So
I think how I've seen God use UCU in my life would be giving me people to ask questions and just like discover my faith on a deeper level. And UCU is just an awesome place to have people of different church experiences and different views on their faith to come together and be united and all love Jesus and let that be the main thing. And that's been really cool to experience for the last few years.
I would say just being able to have lots of spiritual conversations with people and talk about like random Bible facts or like debate theology or just ask how people's Bible reading was that morning. I think that's been really cool.
I think just presenting just so many new perspectives and just a bunch of different viewpoints on stuff. Like it's just so awesome that all these people can come together and just we're all different, but we can all just live together and have a ton of fun. Just talk about those differences. It's really cool.
How would you describe UCU in 3 words?
Vulnerability.
Friends.
Friendship. Spontaneous.
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 Discipleship.
Super duper fantastic.
I'd say fun.
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 Weird.
Weird.
Weird. It's a weird place to be, but it's awesome. Weird and exciting. Yeah.
Loving.
Loving. Loving.
Love?
Huge for the program.
Cookies.
I'm gonna say always great food.
Chaotic.
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 Chaos.
Chaotic.
Laughter.
Community.
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 Community?
I'd go community as well.
A light, I think, to the community around us.
University. Christian. Union?